Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. So my creators and subscribers, welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, we're going to be talking about everything revolving around Germany and everything in relation to Europe. You all have remembered, I did a video a few times on Germany and what was going to be taking place in their elections and their government and how that might affect us going forward. Well, I was going to do a German video yesterday, but I completely forgot that the election was today. And so, well, yesterday. So the result is still ticking in, and we're going to talk about the result and what we're seeing for the projection in Germany now that it has been officially called. I don't remember exactly what I said in the videos, so I am going to link all the videos relating to Germany and its elections and parliament and government in the description and in the comment section below. But we are going to discuss what has been taking place. I did say, however, Germany was moving towards the right, and that is exactly what happened on election night. And this is not in any way to gloat that I was right or anything like that. I told you all the time I don't make really predictions unless it's from my book. Sometimes I get things and I just tell you I get them, but I don't really see them as prediction, but merely just energetic voices at play, and the energy just look very consistent. Now I talked about Elon Musk being very involved in Germany and how that was going to lead the AfD to some sort of victory, which indeed they actually did have last night, and we're going to talk about that, and we're also going to be discussing the new leader of Germany, which is a center-right leader for Germany. So let's take a look and see what's going on here. But this video is being recorded, on Tuesday, February the 25th at 8:41 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, as of when I am recording this specific video. If you want to help us out with the engagement or just getting our families to see our videos, you can do so by liking, subscribing, hitting the bell icon, or engaging with the content in some formality. And you can do that by either commenting or watching this video longer than normal, and you'll be telling the algorithm, hey, I like this content, show me more. You'll be showing my content, other psychic tarot card readers, and astrologers as well. So help me, help you, help everybody. Now, if you have been noticing that YouTube has been deleting comments and not been notifying you when I do post and upload, don't worry, I have a solution. You can go into the comment section below or in the description and follow my Blue Sky account or my Facebook group, and from there you'll be able to be notified when I do post and upload. I will personally notify you. Plus, you have a direct line to me, so you can always ask me questions there as well if needed. Alright, so let's begin. We have a lot to get through today. I'm going to try and aim for this to be a short video so that I can pump as many out of today. It's going to only have 2 hours to record, and we're already down an hour, so I'm hoping this video is no longer than 20 minutes. Alright, so let's take a look. Let's see what's going on in Germany. But first, we're going to have to talk about the result. I think talking about the result is going to be crucial to understanding about what we're talking about today. Again, like I said before, if you want to go check out the other video that I did, go into the comment section below, and you'll be able to find those videos there. And you can be able to look at the past compared it to the present. Now, I'm going to brighten up my screen because I highly doubt you're going to be able to see what I'm showing you right now. So the first thing I really want to show you, which is going to be very crucial, this was posted by Forbes, right? And this was posted February 23rd, 2025 at 2:19 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it says here that Germany election results, center-right leader declares victory and election, Elon Musk boosted AfD celebrates. AfD, if you're not familiar with it, is think of it like the bad German from 1939. Those are that crew of the party. So just so you know in terms of that. Now, going through the actual results, we have here, this is the actual result. I think they're done counting actually. Yeah, it took 130 seat total, all 299 constituent reporting. So they tell me it's 100% in. The result is in. The CDU won 208 seats and got 28.52% of the popular vote. AfD is not far behind with 152 seats and got 20.8% of the vote. With SPD, which is 120 seats, and then 85 seats for Robert Hendrick, what I think is the Green Party. But I'm going to take a look and see what what's it called, what the results was for the previous election in Germany, to be able to put them side by side so you guys can see, okay, how did the party improve from the last time the election was held. So we're going to take a look and see that. So let me see if I can go to Wiki. Yeah, because his name, the guy who was who won, apparently is going to be. I have to find his name again. I forgot the name. But going back to 2021, let's see how these parties did. The AfD only got 83 seats in this election and only got 10.4% of the vote. So you can see AfD, they only got 83 seats and got 10.4%. And that was from September 26, 2021. And it was during high turnout. Right, that was around COVID, right, and everything like that. This is the CDU, and they got 192 seats and only got 24.1%, and SPD got 25.7%. So you definitely see the result is drastically different when you compare it to 2025, where AfD, not too far behind, was this. So this is very significant. I talked about a woman or a female. I didn't really know that that person was going to be the one running for AfD. So there's that. But anyway, besides the point, let's go and take a look and see who is the new leader. Conservatives win Germany election. Far right in second place, like the poll shows, which is exactly what happened. Um, It's very interesting to really see how it plays out. Let me just really, I really want to see who the leader is. I think in order to get the leader, we'll be able to understand who is the one who is leading everything. So let's see what's his name. Okay. Merz. Okay, that's his name. It's Merz. Okay. What I think is UFD. CDU. What I think is, yeah, Frederick Merz. So he's CDU again, but he's the one who's going to be the new Chancellor of Germany. Alright, so now that we figured that out, it could have took a little bit, I do apologize. I'm not really familiar with German elections and how it works and operates. I did a blind reading, and that's about it. Now let's go and take a look at Germany. Let's see what's going on in Germany now that the AfD got 20% of the vote, which is a 10% increase from 6 years ago? 4 years ago? Somewhere within that math range. I don't do math, okay? Don't do math. But essentially, what's interesting too in that video that I did in the other German videos, I talked about how Elon was going to be a very big factor in Germany and how the results in Germany was not exactly going to be trustworthy, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I'll be careful because it's Germany and they do have restrictions on this type of thing when you talk about freedom of speech. Alright, so let's go and take a look, Spirits and Angel. Tell me about Germany and the German election choosing CDU versus AfD. What is that going to look like in government? Now, the way it works is going to be a coalition-style government, which means that the right and or the conservative-leaning parties will collect their seats together, and the left-leaning party will put their seats together, and they will make a dominant coalition party. That's essentially how they would do it. Now, Spirits and Angels, tell me about Germany. What is going on in Germany right now that the election results has been called for the CDU, with AfD not too far behind? A far-right party in Germany, which is very concerning because that means that Germany moved very far right, where CDU held their ground. Had CDU lost some ground, it would have been enough to give the AfD the victory they needed. But this is very concerning. Okay, I'm going to move the back so you guys can see this. Alright, so the first card that we get here is going to be the Wheel of Fortune. And the wheel of fortune in this specific aspect comes in as reverse. Why it is significant for Germany and the parties in Germany, specifically between CDU and AfD, this is very significant and very important because it means that something was not in divine order. Something was not meant to happen that happened. Right? Something within that election and how it was happened just didn't happen the way it was supposed to in some way. Right? Here we have the justice card. This comes in at AfD for some reason. It's giving me the justice card. Why is it giving me the justice card for AfD? It's giving me the justice card specifically because it's referring to me specifically internally. This is what I'm getting information wise. I'm getting the fact that they feel very revengeful. Same with Stiana, she was very related to 45 and his revengeful tour. They see this as a revenge that they have been put out of power for so long, since the mustache man, right? Since Hitler. They've been put out of power for so long. They see this as an opportunity to regain the power that they once lost. They are seeking to regain that. They're seeking to regain control of Germany and the rest of Europe. The CDU, by coincidence, have announced, and I just saw this as I was scrolling through, has announced, and I want to be openly transparent as possible. And remember, this video is just for entertainment purposes only and for education purposes only as well. But essentially, the CDU leader, Friedrich Merz, he announced publicly that Europe is 5 minutes away from midnight. 5 minutes away from midnight. If that is not a coincidence, I don't know what is. Now, coming in here, I'm hearing the Weimar Republic. I'm hearing that in my head, which was the republic or the form of government, the monarchy system within Germany. I think it was a monarchy. And, or chance, I have no idea, honestly. Like I said, I really don't know much about Germany. But essentially, it feels like the Weimar Republic is what the CDU leader is, Friedrich Merz represents, whereas the AfD represents that mustache man party, the Nazis. That's what that represents. This represents the Weimar Republic, right? The CDU, and that they are just biding their time, but the AfD is looking to overpower them or to overshadow their government in some way. There's some sort of overshadowing. Here we have the Two of Cups reversed. The Two of Cups reversed means, although they might make a coalition government, they're not going to function as intended. So what it feels like to me right now, it feels like, I don't know if they have inauguration day, I don't know what they do, but from now until that point when the leader is not inaugurated, they are going to look very coalesced, very in unison. They're going to be partners. But come the day that this person is sworn in, they will become formidable enemies. This is the sensation that this party is looking to oust this one out, so that they themselves can make the coalition government. I even see an outcome here where an election will be called sometime between 2026 and 2027 for Germany, and that might be just enough to give the AfD the boost that they need in order to regain control of the chancellor's seat. That is what it feels like to me. It feels like they are going to try and call another election early to try and get them the boost while the momentum is there, which means that something is definitely happening in Germany around this point in time where it causes significant uproar and the people want change. And the AfD harps on that change, creates a change by forcing the government, the Weimar Republic, to host another election. And by doing so, it puts the AfD in the right position, or in the position where it needs to be in order to regain the chancellor's seat. Now, here we have the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups to me is telling me that there's opportunity here, right? There's wishful thinking. Wishful thinking, and here we have the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords is reversed. Germany will not be the leader you think it is. Because here it is, the Queen of Swords reversed, which means the era of Angela Merkel and her party and what she represented for the CDU is over. What she did for Germany and to maintain peace in Germany for 20 plus years had come to an end in Germany. That Angela Merkel's legacy had died in the CDU. You will start to see the CDU start to become and adopt a policy indirectly that is known and similar to the adoption of the impeachment. And here we have the final cards here. Again, like I said, we have the AfD and the results not being 100%. And you see here the Knight of Swords, this individual, this party, the AfD, came after this election. They came after us. They got what they needed. They got what they wanted. Even if it's not true or authentic, they got the momentum. And what they made sure was, with the help of Elon, they made sure that there was no talk of election interference in some way, and they did this by making sure that the CDU was able to be the leader, essentially, but not by much. And to give the AfD the additional seats it needed, the momentum it needed into the next election, so that they themselves could look and position themselves as like, we are the next strong party. This is what Germany wants. Consider us as a formidable force to be reckoned with. That is how they want you to be perceived. That's how they are desiring themselves to be perceived. Here with the AfD and the Weimar Republic with the CDU, we have the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Cups is waiting your turn, and the Covenant both benefited very significantly from this election. Both have benefited pretty well in Germany, and especially in this upcoming election. However, their partnership together with the Weimar Republic and wishful thinking, but it looks like they're going to be something with the economy in Germany is going to be a downturn. I'm also getting information revolving around Ukraine and a possible new war revolving around Serbia or the Serbian region. But I'm getting instability in Eastern Europe, and that's going to cause some problems in Germany around this point in time. And remember what I said, AfD is going to take the time to call a snap election, kind of like what England does, and that they are going to try, I don't know if that's possible, but if it is possible in Germany, AfD is definitely and certainly going to use that to their advantage, and they're going to call a snap election to put them in position of power while the momentum and the energy is still on their side. And here, even though they have wishful thinking, it may not manifest for AfD automatically. That's the crazy part, is that although that they were hoping for this outcome, they're not able to seal the election away from the CDU, despite what they do. However, eventually, because we have the Queen of Swords reversed, which means they are not going to be able to coincide with one another, but Germany will lose its stand in Europe, and it's not going to be the party of Angela Merkel anymore, which might be just enough to offset a lot of Angela Merkel's CDU supporters, enough so that Germany chooses a new chancellor altogether and chooses a new dominant party in Germany. So that is where we're heading. Germany is on its pathway right now. This is the likeliest outcome with the current energies right now after this election, that the party of Angela Merkel is over. And that because of that, I'm getting the energy, it feels like the Republican Party for the CDU. It feels like the Republican Party where they abandoned all values and you just went all head on into one leader, into one ideology, and it leaned into it to the point where it alienated a certain group of people, a certain group of voters. That is what it feels like. Here we do have the final outcome card, though. We have the Ace of Swords. Again, the CDU will be defeated. It does look like it will be defeated, possibly by the AfD in the near future, although I said they're not able to steal it. They may not need to, because they might have the momentum needed to give it right to them. So they may not need to do it. But in this election, there was a little bit of finicky revolving around Elon and Germany. And here we have the 10 of Wands, which means Germany is about to go through some period of struggle. On the top of the card here, we have a death, which means this is not an ending, this is not a completion, which means that they are still going to be experiencing all of this and its karmic energy sometime in the next election. So it does feel like up until the next election, this is where it's going, this is where it's currently heading. It's going to be some issues in Germany, and that the death card is not yet over. It's still continuing. The story is still playing out. This had not yet been over. Had it been over, we probably would have had an entirely different result. And I kept saying that, that the AfD would have been the leader right now, but not right now. They are not the leader right now. But the CDU looks like they're going to collaborate with the AfD in order to get their vote. So that means that even though the guy who's center-right, Friedrich Merz, he's going to have to move further to the right from his center position in order to appease the AfD, who has majority of the seats. And that is how they are going to dominate control of Parliament. I assume that's what it is and what it's called, but that's how they're going to dominate the leader, by forcing him to do things that otherwise he would not normally do had his party had enough support or a majority of the seats to prevent him from collaborating with other parties. So we will see what happens, but that's where we're at right now in Germany. I don't see any other information. Spirit, do you have anything else to add? They're telling me to take 2 index cards, so that's what we'll do. We'll take 2 index cards, kind of get further clarification information, and then I think that's pretty much it. I'm getting the color yellow. They're telling me to take the first 2, so these. Okay, the first card that comes up is Hacker, reverse Hacker, and we have here Great Shaken. Also reverse. These are major arcana because they're colored, and because their color is very significant to me because it's reversed right now, saying that this will come to fruition in Germany in due time. But right now, a Great Shaken and a Hacking had not yet happened. This makes a lot of sense about what we have been talking about because AfD is moving and gaining momentum. Is expected to gain control in the next election. Right? This is the party of Hitler. Just keeping in mind, just making sure you remember, this is the party of Hitler. So here we have Hacker and Great Shaken. That has not yet happened. It has not yet been revealed. But this could also be indicating that there might be a reveal of hacking in Germany, and it's going to cause a Great Shaken. Could be one or the other. Depends on how you see it and how you perceive it, or how it plays out. But nonetheless, Hacker and Great Shaken in Germany. Alright guys, I think that's enough information for today. I'm going to cut this video short. I want to say thank you for your love and support. I greatly appreciate all of you, and I want you to know I love you, and have a great night, and I hope you guys watch some other videos, because I love you. Peace out.